And I feel like there could have been some form of dishonesty where somebody may have been in a relationship with someone else. Like with the Seven of Swords reversed, it's almost like a secret that hasn't been discussed or revealed. And with the Scorpio energy, Scorpio represents what is hidden. So I definitely feel like somebody within this connection wasn't being honest and potentially had another partner. This is StarLink guidance, and these are love messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 2024. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. Before I begin, I'll explain how I will do this reading. So I'm going to pull some messages from my tarot deck to begin with, and then I will pull some advice messages from my Love Compass Oracle deck to close out the reading. So let's see what's going on for Taurus in the month of February with regards to their love life. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? We have the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Strength card. I'm going to pull some messages to clarify. Clarify the Four of Wands, please. We have the King of Cups. Clarify the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. Clarify the Strength card. And we have the Four of Cups. The base of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so at the moment, I feel like Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are currently in a position in which you are re-evaluating whether to invest time, energy, and effort into a connection. What I feel from this is that there may be a connection that has come to an end. And as a result of this, there may be a reconciliation that is occurring. This could either be from you wanting to reconcile with that party or with that party wanting to reconcile with you. But there is something here that is being reevaluated or considered. And I feel like at the moment you're weighing up the advantages and disadvantages in re-entering into this connection. With the Eight of Wands at the base of the deck, I definitely feel like there is some form of communication that you're going to be receiving, or someone that is going to reach out, whether it's you reaching out to this person or this person reaching out to you. And I feel like there is an opportunity here with the Wheel of Fortune at the base of the deck for this situation to be repaired. So this feels like somebody offering another chance to reconcile this situation after there's been a period of possibly being alone or a period of healing, with the Star card being here. So there is somebody within this connection, whether it's you or the person that you were connected to, that wants to have a reconciliation and wants to repair this relationship. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. With the Four of Wands being here, I feel like this could have been a very passionate relationship. This could have even been a relationship of a sexual nature, with the Four of Wands being here, because this represents Venus in Aries. So this is all about passion. This is about fire. This is about feeling very attracted to somebody. For some of you, this could have been a relationship that was very either short-term or short-lived, but felt very comfortable. Something that allowed you to show up as your authentic self and allowed you to be intimate. And I mean intimate outside of sexual intimacy. Intimate in the sense with the King of Cups being here, where you felt like you could be your true and authentic self, where you felt like you could really be emotionally vulnerable. And when I mean emotionally vulnerable, really get to grips with things that you've experienced in your life and explain how those particular moments shaped the person that you are. I also feel like you expected that from the connection that you were having based on the nature and the proximity of what you were experiencing at the time. But unfortunately, it feels like either yourself or that person became distant. There was something with this King of Cups energy, which is Scorpio energy. It felt like there was a reluctance either from you or the person that you were dealing with to completely be open, honest, and transparent. It almost feels like there was a lack of acknowledgement around certain areas that either you needed to heal or that person needed to heal. And it feels almost like, even though this felt like a really close, intimate connection, there may have been dishonesty from somebody within this connection. And I definitely feel like it was the other person. They may have made you feel closed and open and be vulnerable with them. But I don't necessarily feel like you may have been the only person within this connection. I feel like with the Three of Swords, there's some heartbreak that was experienced by either yourself or both of you. I feel like this is also talking about the fact that this connection came to an abrupt end. And I feel like there could have been some form of dishonesty where somebody may have been in a relationship with someone else. Like with the Seven of Swords reversed, it's almost like a secret that hasn't been discussed or revealed. And with, this is the moon in Aquarius, which means that there is some sort of manipulation of information or an untruth that's been told. And with the Scorpio energy, Scorpio represents what is hidden. So I definitely feel like somebody within this connection wasn't being honest and potentially had another partner. So whether they were in a relationship, whether they were married, whether the relationship that they were in hadn't quite ended when they had met you. But I definitely feel like there's some form of betrayal either by yourself or the person that you were connecting with, but they haven't necessarily been honest about this, but you had a feeling that something wasn't right and there was more that needed to be explained or discussed. I feel like this person may have also pushed you away for fear of you finding out that they weren't being completely honest. With the Strength card being here, I feel like you had to get to a point where you accepted the fact that you weren't being given the opportunity to see the complete honest truth, even though within that connection you may have been vulnerable, you may have been honest, but that person that you were connecting with wasn't truthful or vulnerable or honest. And I feel like you had to get to a realization to be brave, to be bold, to be courageous, to actually just let go of this connection, let go of this person in the past, because of the fact that you've already been in situations in which their relationships have come to an end for different reasons, but you have now sort of sat by yourself because you realize that you weren't being valued or being appreciated, because the one thing that you wanted within this connection was transparency and honesty and vulnerability, and this person wasn't emotionally able to give it to you simply because of where they were. They may have even had, with the Four of Cups being here, they may have had addiction issues, either substance abuse or alcohol abuse, and they were using that to mask a lot of their pain and emotions that they had yet to come to a realization of. I feel like within this connection, you may have been the one to provide the emotional support for that person. You may have been the one to help initiate like some form of healing within them. And I think they were deeply triggered because they weren't able to be that honest with themselves. And you were able to meet them at a level that they weren't able to meet themselves. So I feel like there may have been a point where the relationship meant that maybe this person was the one that was relying on you to be the emotionally mature one and the one that they could depend on to express how they truly felt, but they weren't completely honest with where they were in the situation. And I feel like They are trying to energetically, I feel like they miss you, but they're trying to make a return. And I feel like they want to come back with some form of apology or some form of explanation or offer here. But I'm not sure whether some of you are going to be open to this. So I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. I'm going to use a different deck. We've got the Queen of Cups reversed. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. I'm going to clarify. We've got the Hermit card, clarifying the Queen of Cups reversed. Just going to fix these cards. We've got the Six of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Wands. This is going to be very mixed in terms of how everyone is going to respond to this. Base of the deck, we've got the Hanged Man. I feel like this person is going to come back with this offer. I feel like this is either going to happen in Pisces season or Aries season. With the Hanged Man being here, I feel like there's two messages. One, that you need to look at things from a different perspective and really pay attention to your intuition. I feel like you need to deal with this from less of an emotional stance and be more objective. I'm also feeling like with this Hanged Man here, there needs to be a letting go of the past. So for those of you that choose to remain in this connection or accept this apology and this return, you need to, if you're going to make an effort to get back into this relationship, then you need to completely accept what they've done and let the past go. For others of you, I feel like you're being told to let this connection go because this connection isn't necessarily one that is serving you. And it's only a matter of time before the same or similar sorts of issues may come back up. So I think you're being told to see beyond the illusion because they may be telling you what it is that you want to hear, but you're being guided to really pay attention to what your gut is telling you, what your intuition is guiding you to do, and how your body feels and responds to this. Because I feel like there may be an energy of them playing on your emotional vulnerability in order to be accepted or welcomed back by you. With the Queen of Cups being reversed with the Hermit card, I feel like a lot of you are not open to this connection coming back in. I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you may be focusing, and the Hermit, which represents Virgo energy, and this is Cancer energy, you're working on yourself, you're working on healing yourself, you're working on possibly your emotional healing at this particular time. Some of you may be seeking the support or the assistance of a counselor or a therapist to work through some of the emotional issues that may have triggered you within this particular connection. For others of you, I feel like you're actually working on your physical well-being. So you may be working out at this particular time, working on your diet, creating a new health routine. I definitely feel like the focus right now is on self-care and healing. You're looking at how you can make your life more progressive, and you're not necessarily considering a romantic relationship at this time, whether this is from a previous connection or from a new connection. I feel like you're just taking time out to really focus on yourself and really focus on like maybe work or maybe getting a new job or earning more money. That's what I feel like the focus is on for some of you. For others of you, with this Three of Pentacles and this Six of Pentacles, so the Three of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn and the Six of Pentacles is the Moon in Taurus. There's more of a focus on business partnerships and material partnerships that are going to yield fruitful, because the focus here is on money rather than romance. That I don't think that you're even considering any type of partnership unless it's a contract for business or money. I don't feel like you're necessarily focusing on a romantic connection. But for others of you, you may be considering a connection, but what I'm seeing is it needs to be a connection in which there is some form of long-term stable commitment. So if it isn't going to, if the offer isn't going to give you stability and security or some form of long-term commitment, I don't feel like you're interested in it. With the Chariot card here and the Queen of Wands, which is Cancerian energy, and this is Aries, well, Sagittarius energy, I should say, you're looking to focus on your own progress and development. Like, you're really focusing on, you know, healing your heart, moving towards more creative or industrious projects and pursuits. So the connections that you're seeking are ones that are going to help you become more further in your career or your business goals or pursuits and endeavors, rather than a relationship of a romantic nature, which I don't necessarily feel like a lot of you are open to at this particular time. I'm going to close out your reading with some advice messages from the Love Compass Oracle. So we've got codependency. This may be coming up in either your patterns of relationships previously or within therapy sessions. There may be codependency that you may be seeing from the person that you may have been connecting with or with yourself, and you're being told to really focus on not seeking external validation outside of yourself and really working on your codependency, which means that you need to spend time alone to understand and to pinpoint the exact moment in which you started to either see codependency around you, which may have been modeled by your parents, or where you started to demonstrate codependent tendencies as a result of a particular moment in past or even your childhood. So I feel like you're working on healing this codependent nature. So you're actually putting the time, the energy, the effort, the self-care and the self-love into yourself, rather than in a relationship which you have previously used as a coping strategy in order to feel validated or to feel seen. Resistance. I don't feel like you, with this resistance card, it says you are not opening up to a situation or opportunity. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a direction that is in alignment with your soul and life purpose. Yes, see, I feel like you're definitely focusing on moving towards your career goals, your aims, your ambitions, your personal achievements, your pursuits, your passion projects, rather than a romantic relationship. I don't feel like this is something that you're even considering right now, because I feel like there's a lot that you still want to do and achieve, and actually energetically the astrological energies are supporting you in moving forward. You've got Uranus that's currently in Taurus. You've also got Jupiter as well. So you are going through a period of growth and expansion beyond what you can see in the romantic sense, and you're looking at life in a bigger picture thinking, so more expansive way in terms of what you want to achieve and what your legacy will be. That's what I feel like you're actually focusing on at this particular time. And the last card at the bottom here is forgiveness. So this might mean that you need to not only forgive the person or the people that have hurt you in the past, but it's more important for you to express and display that compassion to yourself of forgiveness, because you weren't in a position where you were aware of your behaviors, but now that you're in control because you're aware of how you were showing up in a relationship, it's for you to take the time to heal that part of you and let that go. At the base of the deck, to close out your reading, we have reunion. So there is somebody from your past coming back. And this particular, and remember, I think I mentioned that this could be somebody from your childhood, but either way, this connection coming back is going to be a test. It's going to show whether you have done the work within yourself to recognize the value that you hold. And the question that you need to ask yourself when this person does return, because the cards are very much showing that they are going to make a return, is, do you love yourself more than you love another? Do you love yourself enough to not put yourself in situations that are hurtful or painful or harmful? Do you love yourself enough to spend time by yourself in order to wait for the love that you deserve rather than the love that is there and convenient? So that's the question that you probably need to ask yourself when this person does turn up. Remember, anyone can talk, but what you need to see is changed behavior. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I wish you nothing but love, life, health, success, prosperity for this upcoming season, Taurus. And I'll see you again in your next reading. Take care. Bye.